So in this video, I'm going to talk about trust issues and how your trust issues says a lot about you than it says about the other person. And just because you're having trust issues in your relationship or in any situation, it's not that the other person is untrustworthy. It's just that there's something really deeper going on within you which you do not really know about yet. Obviously, how would you know? Nobody's really teaching. Nobody's really going deep into the subconscious patterns. But I'm here to help you, and in this quick video, you will know why you find it difficult to trust. If you are the kind of person who is just not ready to take full responsibility yet, this video might be triggering. If you like blaming other people for your life, for what's happening in your life, for your trust issues, for your baggage, this video isn't for you. Even this channel isn't for you. Just click out right now. This is just gonna trigger you real bad. So now, trust issues, all right? The first thing is, it's not your person. Your person is not untrustworthy, all right? We will talk about them later. Let's just talk about you first. Let's just take a scenario where in the past you were cheated on, all right? And now in any relationship you go, you find it really hard to trust the other person. And you end up creating a story in your head that it's the person who is untrustworthy. It's not me. I'm just having these issues because it's the person who's untrustworthy. Or maybe the whole gender is untrustworthy. Maybe men in general are just not worthy of trust, or women in general are not worthy of trust. That's what really goes on, right? Let's just say you are in a relationship with somebody who cheated on you in the past, and now you're with them, you're still with them, and you're like, you know what, he or she cheated on me before, so yeah, I do not really completely trust them. So I want you to back up a little right now. I'm not gonna go into much detail about how your person is reflecting because I already have videos on that. I already have videos on how you create a circumstance where you are being cheated on, so I'm just gonna link all those helpful videos down below. Now, what happens is, if as a kid you experienced your parents not giving you attention, your parents not choosing you, your parents not loving you or prioritizing you, if you've experienced that as a kid, and if you've also experienced your parents kind of constantly comparing you with people, what happens is your brain learns, because when you're younger, what is happening is your brain is recording everything which is going on around it. It's just recording it, right? And what happens is, once you record it, and if you are not dealing with it, if you haven't dealt with it, you're gonna play that out in your life. And that's why a lot of people are like, okay, I keep on repeating the same pattern. I don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm, constantly in the same kinds of situations. So what happens is, how you create a circumstance where you're being cheated on is, now just think about the circumstance where you're being cheated on, either in a relationship or in some office setting. Your best friend did something wrong to you and now you're not able to trust them. What is really going on is, the belief which is playing out here is, I'm not chosen over anything or everybody else, all right? This is the belief which is playing out. So what happens is, once you catch a belief, once a thought becomes a belief, what happens, your mind comes up with reasons either in your head or as real life circumstances to prove that very belief right. So if you're experiencing, or if you're in a circumstance where your person is cheating on you, what is really happening is your person is picking somebody else over you. They're choosing somebody else over you. They're prioritizing somebody else over you. That's all what is going on, no matter what situation you're in, no matter if it's a relationship, no matter if it's some office setting, it doesn't really matter where you got cheated on. That's what's really going on. But now, I'm not going to go into much detail as to how you do it because I already have videos covering that. Go ahead and watch that. So with the trust issues, once you've experienced it, obviously your brain has recorded it, and what happens is, it has recorded the evidence for you not being chosen in a relationship or in whatever setting. And what happens when you're saying, oh, you know what, I don't trust my partner, what you're really saying, what you're really subconsciously saying is that, I don't still trust that I'm good enough or worthy enough to be chosen over everybody else. I don't still trust that. It's not that you're not trusting the person, it's just that you're not trusting that you're still good enough to be picked. And that's understandable. If you have not done the work, you're not going to be able to do that. If you have not unlearned your conditioning that you got as a kid, you're not going to be able to do that very easily. And obviously it's just going to seem as if things are happening to you and as if the other person is being untrustworthy. But all it says about you is that you don't still trust that you are worthy enough or good enough to be picked over everybody else, all right? That's what's just really happening. Even when you're wondering, oh, I don't know, what my partner is doing right now. Maybe they're cheating on about me. You know what you're saying? I don't know if I'm still chosen or not. I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough to be chosen, over everybody else. So he must be really just picking somebody else over me right now behind my back. That's what you're really saying. And that's how you create. That's how you actually manifest them doing the exact same thing. Now, yes, when you go through circumstances like these, and what happens is your mind creates a story about the other person as well. So apart from just it being, oh, I don't think I'm still good enough to be picked over everybody else or chosen over everybody else, apart from that, you also have created a story either about a gender in general, that this gender is usually untrustworthy, or you have just created this general story about your partner that, all right, my partner is not trustworthy and he or she cheats a lot, he or she goes out a lot, and stuff like that. You have also created a story about them. But the thing is, the story actually naturally changes when you change that belief, which is playing out constantly. All right. So in my life also, I saw that belief playing out quite a lot. And if I fixed it in one area, it started to kind of creep in some other area because I hadn't worked on it enough. I hadn't worked on myself enough to unlearn that belief. All right. So about how to work on yourself, I'm actually coming up with a tiny mini course which will include an affirmation tape also, and the exact same process that I used to unlearn my conditioning and kind of get out of that zone where I was consistently creating this pattern. All right, all I'm trying to say is it's just a belief. It's you. It's literally you. If you are not able to trust somebody else, it's just that you're not able to trust that you are good enough to be loved, good enough to be chosen over everybody else. That's just it. And yeah, later on you do create a story about your person as well, or either a gender in general, but that's again coming from your deep-seated belief. So that belief needs to go, and then only you can experience a relationship where you're not having this hard time trusting people. All right, just know that if you're having a hard time trusting people, it's just you not being able to trust your own worth. All right, it's just you not being able to accept your own worth. That is it. It's as simple as that. You are creating, and you're creating these weird bad circumstances as well. It's not just that, oh, you just wake up one day and decide to manifest a goal of yours. You're constantly manifesting. All right, you're just constantly manifesting. So I know a lot of people still like to blame the other person, but then is that really working out for you? Is blaming the other person really working out for you? Is trying to change them, trying to convince them working out for you? You cannot go out in your physical world and try and change them or try to convince them to somebody else. It doesn't happen that way. Unless you change that belief, they're not going to change. Do they change? Yes, they do, but not by convincing, not by saying something right, or not by showing them how much they hurt you. It's not going to change them until you change that belief. You change that belief, you change who you are. That affects everybody else around you, and that also changes them. That brings out that change in them as well. Go ahead and watch my video on how your reality mirrors you. I will link all the helpful videos down in the description box below. I've already explained all this really well in those videos, so go ahead and watch those videos out. But I know this video helped you. I know that this clicks. I know this makes sense. No matter how much you're trying not to take it as the truth, no matter how much you're still fighting inside of you that no, it's them only, it's not me. I know that it's clicking. I know that deep down you also know that that is what is going on. So yeah, let me know if you have any confusion down in the comment section below. If you have any questions regarding this, I would love to answer your questions. But now I will see you in my next video.